If you could travel back in time and give your 20-year-old self just one piece of financial advice, what would it be? For most people, the answer isn't about picking the hottest stock or landing a dream job. Instead, it's about avoiding those money mistakes that silently chip away at your future wealth and freedom. Your 20s are a powerful decade. The decisions you make now can set you up for years of financial confidence or leave you playing catch-up later. So let's dive into the 10 most common money mistakes people make in their 20s, and more importantly, how you can sidestep them. First, let's talk about ignoring the magic of compound interest. Picture this. You put away just $100 a month, starting at age 22. Thanks to compound interest, where your savings earn interest, and then that interest earns even more. You could end up with over $100,000 by the time you're 50, even if you never increase your contributions. But if you wait until 32 to start, you might have less than half that amount. The biggest mistake you can make is thinking you'll start saving later. The earlier you start, the less heavy lifting your future self has to do. It's not about how much you save, it's about how long your money has to grow. Next, let's tackle lifestyle inflation. When you land your first real job and start earning more, it's tempting to upgrade everything. Apartment, wardrobe, nights out. Suddenly, your expenses swell to match your new income, and you're left wondering where all your money went. This is lifestyle inflation, and it quietly erodes your ability to save and invest. The antidote? Be intentional with your spending. When you get a raise, challenge yourself to save or invest at least half of it. Remember, just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. The third mistake is neglecting to create a budget. Many people think budgeting is restrictive, but it's actually the opposite. It's freedom. A budget tells your money where to go, rather than wondering where it went. Whether you use the simple 50-30-20 rule, 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings, or try zero-based budgeting or the envelope system, the key is to track your income and spending. Start small. For 1 month, write down everything you spend. You'll be amazed at what you discover. Mistake number 4, not building an emergency fund. Life happens. Cars break down, phones get lost, jobs are cut. Without a safety net, you're one emergency away from credit card debt or asking family for help. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in a separate, easily accessible account. Even starting with a $500 mini fund gives you breathing room and confidence. Number 5 is falling into emotional spending. Ever find yourself buying things you don't really need after a bad day or splurging to celebrate? That's emotional spending, using money to manage your feelings. Retail therapy might feel good in the moment, but regret usually follows. Instead, try to pause and ask, will this purchase actually make my life better in a week, or am I just chasing a quick mood boost? Finding healthier ways to handle emotions, like calling a friend, going for a walk, or journaling, can save you a lot of money and stress. Mistake 6, only focusing on active income. Your salary is important, but relying on just one stream of income is risky. What if you lose your job or want to take a break? That's where passive income comes in. Money you earn without trading hours for dollars. Start small. Maybe it's a side hustle, freelancing, selling digital products, or investing in index funds. Over time, these streams can grow and give you more freedom and choices. Speaking of investing, mistake number 7 is being too afraid or too eager to invest. Some people avoid investing because it feels risky or confusing. Others jump in without understanding what they're doing, hoping for a quick win. The truth is, you don't need to be an expert. Simple, steady investing, like putting money into a diversified index fund or ETF, historically grows your wealth over time. Don't try to time the market or chase the next big thing. Instead, learn about dollar cost averaging, investing a fixed amount at regular intervals, rain or shine. This smooths out the ups and downs and builds wealth steadily. Number 8, ignoring high-interest debt. Credit cards can be a useful tool, but carrying a balance is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. With interest rates often above 20%, debt can snowball fast. Make it a priority to pay off high-interest debt aggressively. If you have multiple debts, consider the avalanche method. Tackle the highest interest debt first, or the snowball method. Start with the smallest balance for some quick wins. Either way, don't let debt dictate your future. Mistake 9, not protecting yourself with insurance. When you're young, it's easy to feel invincible. But accidents, illnesses, or thefts happen to everyone. Health insurance, renter's insurance, and even basic disability coverage can shield you from financial disaster. Insurance might seem like an extra expense, but it's really a safety net for your hard-earned progress. Finally, mistake number 10, thinking you have to do it all alone. Financial literacy isn't always taught in school, and most of us learn by trial and error. But you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Today, there are countless resources. Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Psychology of Money, and There's Millionaire Next Door, podcasts, free courses, and trustworthy YouTube channels. Don't be afraid to ask questions, seek advice, and learn from others' mistakes. So, what can you do today to set yourself on a better path? Start by tracking your spending for just 1 week. No judgment, just awareness. Open a high-yield savings account and set up a small automatic transfer, even if it's just $20 a month. Learn the basics of investing and commit to reading 1 personal finance book this year. Most importantly, remember that it's not about being perfect. It's about being a little wiser each month. Your 20s aren't about getting everything right. They're about building habits, making small, smart choices, and learning as you go. The money mistakes you avoid now aren't just about dollars and cents. They're about buying yourself options, freedom, and peace of mind down the road. So take a deep breath, get curious, and start building the financial future you deserve, 1 smart decision at a time.